How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another NHL 25 franchise video. We have the Seattle Kraken as our next team. 4 seasons, injuries on, not meant to be realistic. If we say name wrong, we say name wrong. It is a video game at the end of the day. Don't get too seriously. We're just here to have some fun and bag on EA. Leave a like, subscribe, and join the content. Comment down below some more videos. Go to Social Play, the second channel and the main channel down below in the description if you like the content from me, TJP. And with that all being said, let's get on to the gameplay. It's first things first. We're going to look at the roster, and then we'll look at the lines and stuff, so it should be fun. So, I see Vince Dunn right here. Top guy. We got Brandon Montour, Jared McCann. I almost said Jared McCann by accident. Jordan Eberle, Chandler Stevenson. We have Oliver Bjorkstrand, Andre Burakovsky, Eli Tolvanen, Adam Larson, Jaden Schwartz, Matty Beniers, Yanni Gourde, Jamie Oleksiak, Brandon Tanev, Will Borgen, Ty Cartier, Josh Mahura, Shane Wright, Riker Evans, and that's all she wrote. And then we have also our goalies to show you. So here are the goalies. We've got Decord and Philip Grubauer. So that's pretty much it there for the team. Now let's go take a look at the lines out of curiosity, just to see like what we're dealing with here. And I mean, the top line got +3 chem, +1 on that second line. Third line, nothing. Fourth line, a little bit iffy. Obviously, Shane Wright is a young guy. We'll see what he could end up becoming in the years to come. And the defensively, +3 chem, +2 on the second line, and then nothing on the third line. And then the goalies, we've got Decord and Grubauer. Now, I want to take a look at the pick situation. So we're going to go to proposed trade and see what is out there for us. We are kind of near that cap. We don't have any cap room available, which is pretty insane. So I have to move people to get what I would want to get. Out of curiosity, I wonder if I can actually grab some first-round picks. So I'm going to look around and see if there's anybody out there that we can get in terms of first-round picks. Let me see if I can make some trades. All right, a first and a 7th round pick from the Canucks for our 2nd, 3rd, 2 fourths, and a 5th this year. So we get an extra 7th, as well as getting a first-round pick, which is nice. So we do now have 2 first-round picks this year, which is great. I'm going to see if I can get some more, though. All right, I traded the 2nd, 3rd, the 6th, 2 7ths to the Rangers, and we have their first-round pick as well now. So I think that's going to be it for me for now. I'll probably like to make some more moves at that trade deadline or middle of the season, wherever it is that we want to make some more moves. We're just going to start simulating. I'm not going to really make any other trades with players. We're just trying to see how this team does. And, yeah, I'm hoping that the young guys that we have can develop a little bit. And, yeah, if I need to make some more moves, like I said, with some of the older guys, I'll do so right around this point. They're not playing that great, 23, 29, and 5. But that's all right. If we have to lose this season, it's not a problem. Let's take a look here at the Stats Central. And we're going to go to that right now and take a look at who's playing well and who isn't. So Burakovsky is my leading point total with 55. 45 from Stevenson. Bjorkstrand with 43, 41 from Tolvanen. All right. Let's take a look at the power play points. Anybody have 10? Nobody in double digits right now. 9 from Burakovsky. A couple guys with 8. A couple guys with 7. A few guys with 6. Let's take a look at the hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. I can see 110 hits there from Matty Beniers. Chandler with 104. All right, get your block shot leaders, giveaways, and takeaways right there. Let's look at the goalies. Goalies, we've got Decord and Grubauer not doing great. Okay, I mean, obviously we're going to make some trades here. You can see there we are 19th in goals for per game. We are 30th in goals against. 24th in power play percentage, 26th in kill percentage, penalty kill. So, all right, time to make some moves. I think, yeah, we just try to trade some of our players away and see if we can free up some cap room. And then after that, maybe try to get some picks. I guess that's kind of the objective here. So, I know a few of these guys have no trade clauses, so it's going to be tough to move them. That's for sure, and that's going to be the hard part. Adam Larson and 2 fourths. Going to the Sabres, get a first-round pick for them, as well as Johnson. Wanted to do that because just figured let's free up some free up some cap, get rid of Larson, put him on a good team, and then also get a first-round pick. Albeit it's going to be a lower first-round pick, but still it's a first, nevertheless. For Jordan Harrison, a first-round pick from Columbus. Trade away Bjorgen, a future first, future second, future third, and a future fifth. So yeah, now we have a decent amount of first-round picks this year. I'm just going to simulate the rest of the season. We're just going to obviously try to lose out, and we'll go from there. So we didn't make the playoffs, 69 points, 31, 44, and 7, which is fine. So we're going to have a pretty good pick, which is great. Obviously, we have a lot of first-round picks, which would be nice. Hopefully, the draft class is good and we get a good player. That is the hope. So let's take a look at the Stats Central, and then we'll do what we need to do. Head on to the offseason, try to improve the team. So yeah, Burakovsky, 66 points, 55 from a couple guys here. A few guys, actually. 51 from Yanni, 49 from Beniers, 47 from Eberle. Kind of just dips from there. You got your power play point leaders. You got a couple guys with at least 10. A couple guys with 9. A few guys with 8. 7 there from Montour. All right. Hits, block shots, giveaways, takeaways. We've got 8 guys in triple digits on the hits. Block shot leaders, 108 there from Vince Dunn. 108 from Brandon Montour got scratched. Also 100 from Alexiak. Giveaway leaders and then takeaway leaders right there. 131 from Oliver Bjorkstrand. That's pretty good. And your goalies, Decord and Rubauer. I mean, obviously not great. Our team was terrible. But, again, we have 3 more seasons. We got a lot of picks. So it should be a pretty good offseason for us, hopefully. Assuming the draft is good. So we'll sim on to it. Let's see who wins the Stanley Cup. Go to the awards and then head on to the offseason. Rangers win the Stanley Cup, which kind of stinks because we have their pick, so it's going to be a low first-round pick, but at least it's a first-rounder nevertheless. Let's look at the Stats Central, go to the awards, and you can see Rangers, Oilers, Predators, Rangers. We're not going to have any Kraken here, and that's correct, no Kraken. All right, it's on the offseason. So we dropped down from 4 to 5. Shout out to EA. We also have the Columbus Blue Jackets pick, which ended up being 12th, which is nice. Cool. Very cool. All right. So let's see this draft class. Do we have anybody talented here? The answer is I don't think so. For some reason, I feel like this draft class isn't that good. Part of me thinks this draft class is not very good. I mean, we could see what we could do, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of what I'm seeing right now. So I might try to see if we can trade for pick 1, and then maybe try to consolidate some of these firsts into future firsts. I traded pick 32, pick 30, pick 5, and pick 12 to Pittsburgh for the second pick, which I guess is cool. I'm going to try to see if I can get pick 1 because I couldn't get it before. So maybe pick 2 will have a little bit more value to them because, again, they're only dropping 1 spot. So 2 picks, that's not going to get done. If I have to have the second pick, I get the second pick. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I would obviously like to have the first. If anything, let's see. Will this get the job done? The answer is no. Okay. So I'm not going to have the first. I'll have the second and the 24th. I'm probably going to move the 24th for a future pick, though. So I'll send the pick. Was it a good player? The answer is kind of. I don't even know if I want the second overall pick now I think about it. Actually, I might be able to trade for that guy. I know it sounds crazy, but let me see if I can trade for him. Deal with the Canadians. So they want a future first, pick 24, and Vendepa. All right, I'll do that. I'll get Saprikin from them. At this point, I might as well just take another young guy, Anton Frendel, 78 overall. I don't know if I liked that a lot, but I guess we have 2 young players, which I guess is cool. We'll sim the entire draft. I don't know. It's tough to say if I liked that move or not, those moves. But, you know, I guess we get to advance on to the re-sign phase and try to get some of our guys back. At the re-sign phase, not too many guys up for free agency. I guess Yanni, we could sign, qualify Cartier, we sign Saprikin. And, yeah, I think I'm going to let Tanev walk. yeah, we'll try to get our, some of these rookies on the roster. And that's pretty much it. So let me do all this. And all right, so Yanni does accept the offer I gave him, and then we're just gonna gotta get a bunch of guys back on qualifiers and head free agency. The rookies did accept a contract, but sometimes what happens with this game is, well, they just say no. Free agency, great. I mean, we could try to go after Nyquist. I feel like I need a winger. I mean, it's not a great free agency class, to be honest. So let me see if I can maybe get a couple guys here. All right, so I signed Cam Atkinson. I've also got Jesper Fast on the team. So Jesper, welcome to the squad. Second season. I don't know if this team is a playoff team this year, but I actually decided to put Saperkin in the fourth line instead of Jesper, just so that he can kind of develop a little bit quicker by getting some time. You see the top line, we do have +3 Chem, which is nice. McCann is there, which is cool. I might switch him for Burakovsky, so we have two lines with Chem. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it 3 lines, is the question. The answer is no. Alright. So, that'll be our offense. Defense, top line's good. Second line, third line is fine. +1, Chem. Of course, we still have the same goalies, Grubauer, and I'm trying to show you guys. What are we doing? Yeah, Grubauer and Decourt. So, great. That's the team. I'll probably like to make some more moves. Again, I'm not really sure. I want to get a pick next year, but... and by next year, I mean this upcoming season. So we'll probably simulate a little bit and see what happens. I think Gav McKenna will be out there. We could always draft him and then trade him for something special. But for now, let me simulate to around February. We'll see how this team is performing. Again, I don't know if we're going to be a playoff team again this year, but we shall see. So we're sitting at 21, 24, and 4, which, I mean, it's not awful. When you look at the rest of the standings, there's a shot we can make the playoffs if we have a great second half of the season. But that is relying on Electronic Arts Simulation Engine, which is never a good thing. Yeah, goals for, we're 27th, which is pretty bad. 18th in goals against, 20th in power play percentage, and 19th in the penalty kill percentage. So let's take a look here at the Stats Central. As you can see, Beniers with 46 points to lead the team. 39 from McCann, 34 from Stevenson, Bjorkstrand, and Eberle, 32 apiece. 29 from Montour, Burakovsky, 26, 22 for Yanni, and Shane Wright, 20. Power play point leaders, a couple guys with 7, a couple guys with 6, a few guys with 5. You guys here with 4, which is nice. Guys, so cool stuff. Get your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. Take a look at those right now. 84 there from Chandler, 83 from Beniers, McCann, 81, 80 from Montour. On the hits, which block shot leaders. I'm trying to look at that. Not giveaways yet, but I guess you just saw giveaways, so I'll just go to takeaways. Yep, very nice. All right, goalies, what are we looking like? Grubauer, better, but still not great. And then Decourt has been Can I get a better goalie? That is the question. That is the question, right? Let's see if I can propose a trade. See if we can get a better goalie. That would be nice. I'm trying to think if there's anybody here that we can move that's on like 1-year deals. Or just in general, like players that I can move. Man, I'm looking. Anybody here that's tradable? I did pick up Smith, but he's not in the NHL. These guys have modified no trade clauses. I think we'll have more money in our 4th and final season, which is nice, assuming we don't make any signings. So, all right, I don't know. I'm gonna look. Let me look at goalies. See if there's anybody out there that we can maybe get. Because yeah, I'm looking at this and it's not too great. Grubauer, 1st and 2nd round pick from the, well, we're getting Kochikov. So yeah, Kochikov coming over from the Hurricanes. So I like that move. I like that move for us. I think it does make us a little bit better. Does that mean we're going to make the playoffs this year? Well, that remains to be seen. So let me head on back to simming, and we'll see how well this team does. If we don't make the playoffs next year, I think we'll have to figure out a way to do so. So we were horrible. Shout out to EA's sim engine. But that's okay. We have to make the playoffs next year for sure. But yeah, let's take a look here at the stats. Central. So you can see we didn't make the playoffs. We'll look at this team stats first. We ended up 32, 44, and 6, which I think is actually, were we worse than we were last year? 70 points? No, I don't think we were, but still not very good. Nevertheless, let's take a look at the entire league. Well, goals for, goals against. We're going to be near the bottom in goals for, I would assume. We are. And then goals against. We are also pretty bad. Now, we don't have our pick, which is a little bit upsetting. That's going to be a little bit concerning for me. Benayer, 74 points. And we had some guys miss some time as well. 59 from McCann, 56 from Stevens, 52 from Bjorkstrand, 48 from Burakovsky, Eberle, 46, 42 from Montour. You got your power play point leaders. You got 11 from Benayer, 10 from Bjorkstrand, a few guys with 8, a couple guys with 7. Hits, block shots, giveaways, takeaways. They're your hit leaders. You've got 6 guys in triple digits, nearly 7. Evans at 99. Block shot leaders, 136 from Montour. Dunn, 20, 124, and 110 there from the Jordan Haddis. And then your giveaways and takeaways right there. All right, goalies. Yeah, Coach Kov was actually really good. Now, I don't know how good he was for me, but he was still really good. And then Decord was, So, all right. Yeah, I mean, next season, got to make the playoffs. Figured out. Hopefully we can put it all together. So next year, we'll definitely make it. I'm guaranteeing it. So let's simulate to this point, see who wins the Stanley Cup, and then go on to the offseason. The Cup, I think they won both Cups, Calder and the Stanley. Cool, I guess. So let's take a look here at the Stat Central and go to the awards. Yeah, did they win both? Yeah. So you get the Canucks, Rangers, individual awards. We are not going to see any Kraken. All good. All right, let's head on to the offseason. Now, we don't have our pick, which is a little bit upsetting. So hopefully it doesn't jump in the draft, but knowing EA, it probably will. I'm glad I lied, so it didn't. I went down one spot, so thank goodness. But, you know, we don't have really enough picks to get that number 1 pick, I don't think. But we'll try our best and see what happens. All right, 3 first-round picks to the Predators. We get pick 2, which is nice. Now, there are 2 franchise guys. So I want to see if I can get the one, and I might actually keep him if he's really good. We'll see. So I can't get pick 1, but that's fine. So they're probably going to take that guy that's going to be really good. 82 overall. It's annoying, but hey, guess what we get? We get Gavin McKenna, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to trade him. So we're going to make the pick and trade Gavin McKenna, since I don't really want him. All right, I traded for Minyukov, McTavish, and Gauthier for Gavin McKenna and Bryce Catton. So thank you, Ducks. I probably could even got more, honestly, but hey, I like that move right there. That gets us some nice young players that'll help us out, which is fantastic. All right, so re-sign players phase. Yeah, like Mintyukov's locked up, Gauthier is locked up, McTavish is locked up, which is great. We have a little bit of cap room, but you know, we're probably gonna bring back some of these guys here. I gotta qualify Evans. So let me do all these qualifiers, and we'll see who we end up bringing back. If we want to bring back any of these unrestricted free agents or take a shot in free agency, one or the other. I mean, we'll offer contracts, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Let me do all this, and then I'll get back to you guys once I have an update. All right, so we brought back Jordan Eberle. We also got Jamie Alexiak back on the team, Oliver Bjorkstrand, and then Eli Tolman. And so we pretty much brought back the rest of this crew. Maybe we'll have a little bit of money to play around with. Maybe some guys here will accept their qualifiers. We'll see what happens and go on a free agency. I mean, that's really the whole objective. We have 42 contracts. So if we go to free agency, any good free agents out there, the answer is not really that great. Goalies? Nope. It's pretty bad free agency. All right, I guess we'll just try to bring back some of the guys that didn't accept their qualifiers, and then unless everybody did, which is great. In that case, we kind of just sign some players. So we got Schwartz. I also got Siplikov as well. He just accepted my offer right away, which was nice. And we also are going to get Dudinov on the team and Evans back on the squad. Talent perspective, I feel like this team should be able to make the playoffs. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, assuming injuries. But yeah, top 2 lines look great. Third line's even pretty solid on talent. Bottom line's okay. I mean, Tolvanen's solid. You know, Yanni and Dudinov, though, I don't know how great that's going to be. But then again, we could put in Shane Wright. You've got Edward Sale that we could throw in too. Young guy, Jaden Schwartz. I think I'm going to go with Shane Wright instead. And then we'll put in Sale. And then we will quick swap so that he's on that side. I think that looks a little bit better. And then you've got your defense. No chem, but it's talent. It is talent. And it's great talent. So, I like it. I like it a lot. Goalies. Coach Kov. Decord. Still the same guys. So, let's see how this team does. Hopefully we're playoff bound this year. We're at 57 points. 27, 20, and 3. Which I think is not terrible. 3rd ranked. Should be able to make a playoff spot, hopefully. Just got to be able to keep it up. I might make a move or two here. But before we do that, you can see we have some goods. 13th in goals for, 17th in goals against, 16th power play percentage, 23rd in the penalty kill percentage, 27, 20, and 3 right now. Let's look at the stats central and see what the story is. So Benayer is leading the team with points at 45 at this point. 40 for McTavish, which is nice. McCann with 39, as well as Burakovsky, 38 for Mintyukov. 37 from Bjorkstrand, Cutter with 30, 28 from Stevenson, Saperkin with 26 as well. There's power play point leaders, 13 from Benayer, 10 from McTavish. All right, I mean, there's some talent on the team for sure. Of course, you get your hits, block shots, giveaways, takeaways. They're your hit leaders. Benayer's with 99 already. Gets a couple guys with 67 block shots and 63 giveaways. They're from Alexiak to lead the team, which I don't know if you want to be leading in that, but. And takeaways as well. Your goalies, Coach Kov and Decord. I mean, the records aren't terrible, so I will keep it that way. I am going to make a move, though. I think I want to get rid of Yanni and his contract. So let me see if there's any trades we can make here to, well, improve the team. Morgan Geeky from the Bruins. I traded away Frundell, Dudinov, and Yanni. So yeah, Morgan Geeky coming over to my team, and that's our improvement right there. Don't know if I wanted to trade Frundell, but I just figured he hasn't gotten that jump yet to the NHL. Maybe he would have made it next season on the roster, but I just was like, let's just get rid of him now and get somebody that can help us out this season. So I went for Geeky. Well, we will have to re-sign him though, but that's totally fine. So let me simulate. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We should be in the playoffs. 44, 33, and 5 is going to be enough to make the playoffs at 93 points, which I guess is pretty cool. So we'll simulate to see who our matchup will be right now. And our matchup will be against the Edmonton Oilers. Okay, it's a tough matchup. But at least we're in the playoffs. Alright. So you can see we were 9th in goals for, 14th in goals against, 22nd in the power play percentage, and 21st in penalty kill. Now, let's take a look here at the team itself. Look at Stats Central. Yeah, McCann with 70 points leading the squad, 67 from Mintyukov, 62 from a couple guys right there, 61 from McTavish, 58 from Bjorkstrand, Gauthier 53, 52 from Saperkin, Geeky with 50, so not bad. Power play point leaders, 16 from Benayer, a few guys at 13, 12 from Gauthier. All right, not bad. Hit leaders, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 9 guys. 9 guys, nearly 10. Vince Dunn just needed one more hit. And then we would have had 10 guys lead 100 hits. That would have been insane. Block shot leaders right there. Evans, 104, 102 from Montour, and 101 from Vince Dunn. Giveaways and then takeaways right there. All right, goalies. Kochkov, not too shabby. And then Decord is a backup. Good record, but needs those goals against average. It's at 3.37. But nevertheless, good record. So as long as we win, that's all I care about. Oilers, obviously a 97-point team, do have the advantage over us. But we'll see if we can beat them here in the playoffs. That would be nice if we could win a round right here. Game 1. A 3-2 loss. Okay. Can we win Game 2 maybe? Nope. Shot at the EA Sim engine. How about Game 3? Yep. Okay. Be nice to win Game 4. Somehow we don't because of EA's SIM space ENGINE. Alright, Game 5. If it's the CPU, they win it. Will we win it? We don't. But if it was the CPU, you 100% could guarantee a win. It was the CPU. I'm telling you. Alright, well, we lost in 5 to the Oilers. So we have one more season now. Would be nice to win it, but again, this is not par for the course. Let's take a look at the player stats there. Obviously, we didn't do great in the playoffs at all. Really struggled mightily. The goalies, yeah, Kochkov got hurt, so that's always great. Decord, and then we had Nicholas Kakko. Actually pretty solid. Good job. All right. So the question is, can we make the playoffs again next year and do better? Hopefully. We have to. Otherwise, I'm going to be annoyed. So hopefully we make the playoffs next year. But let's simulate, see who wins the Stanley Cup, go to the awards, and then try to improve the team for the 4th and final season. Panthers won the Stanley Cup. Cool stuff there. Let's stop simulating so we can actually take a look here at the stats and awards. It's really more so the awards. So the Panthers Stanley Cup winners. They all President's Trophy with Rangers, and the Blackhawks got all the way but couldn't win it. Individual awards you can see right there. Do we have any Kraken? The answer is no. All right, let's head on to the off season. Just gonna sim the draft here. I tried to see if we could trade for the #1 pick, but I couldn't, which is fine. So we're just going to head on to the re-sign phase, bring back some of our guys, and then go on a free agency to see if there's any way we can improve the team talent-wise with any leftover money that we may have. So let me do all this, and then we'll get back to you once I have some updates. So re-signed Morgigi, Kochkov, McCann, Dinston, Burakovsky. So pretty much the big dogs, and then we're going to get a bunch of guys on qualifiers, which is nice. So yeah, we're gonna head on free agency. Hopefully have a little bit of money. Hopefully it's a decent class, and then maybe we can get some players here. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of money. We might even have any, really, but let's see. Moment of truth. We have not a lot of money. I re-signed it, but I got Alex Iafallo back. Alex Iafallo in free agency as well. I don't know how much money we have here. We have a little bit of money. I'm gonna see if there's anybody else we want to potentially pick up. But it's looking like, yeah, no, it's not really looking like anything. So I'm just going to sim to the 4th and final season. I'll see you then. All right, so for the 4th and final season, I might make a move here to try to get out of the defenseman on my team. But let's just take a look here at the roster for now. So we look at the lines. It looks pretty solid. This is what we've got. I put Shane Wright in. We do have Sale, Winterton, and Tolvanen on our scratch players list to bench. And yeah, you can see we have Kevin all the lines. You get your defense. Looks good, except that bottom line. I gotta fix that. So that's probably one I want to make a trade. Maybe get a better defenseman. Yeah, and then Kochkov and Decord. So I'll look around real quick before we start simulating, and then yeah, that'll probably be the last trade I make. Maybe I'll make one at the mid-season point as well if I want to use a pick, but I might just use it now, try to get a better player. So let me look and see if I can get myself a good defenseman. All right, Brant Clark from the Wild, Sale, Tolvanen, and a future first. So we get ourselves a pretty solid defenseman, Brant Clark. So that's going to be the team. I think that does make our squad a bit better. It does. I could do, yeah, I'm going to keep that. Because even though the talent's there's no line chem, +1 on the bottom line's good. So, all right, let's head on to the 4th and final season. We're going to start simulating and see how we fare this year. We're underperforming right now, 22, 23, and 3. We're at 47 points again, underperforming. A lot of injuries have killed us. Horrible first half of the season, absolutely horrible. Especially to start off, but we came back. But again, the injuries are killing us. Let's take a look here at the stats. We're 16th in goals for per game, 15 in goals against, 26 power play percentage, 14 in penalty kill percentage. So yeah, Bjorkström, 44 points. Like I said, we had a lot of guys miss some time here and there. So, for 37 points from Geeky. Benayer, 35, same with Gauthier. A couple guys are 31, a couple guys are 30. So, yeah, you can see some guys there missing time. Games played. So, that's not going to help me out. Hits, block shots, giveaways, takeaways. You can see the leaders there. Cutter with 97. It's good for him, I guess. Hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. So, yeah, we had a horrible, like I said, we have to have a really good second half of the season. I mean, we're right now, surprisingly, still in the playoffs, but, you know, it could be better. It definitely could be better. I mean, this is going to be the team for the season. I mean, I'm looking at it, and, like I said, 47 points is all right, but we need to have a really good second half of the season. I'm not a big fan of how we are playing right now, so we're going to need to really step it up. So hopefully we can step it up, and we'll see what happens. In an incredible second half of the season. Of course, we're taking on the Canucks. We just lost to them, and that's great. But yeah, you can see, like, we had a lot of wins here. Yeah, a lot of wins. Oof. Some losses here and there sprinkled in. But yeah, we played really well in this second half of the season. So hopefully we can keep it that way going into the playoffs. Got the Canucks here. They are a 98-point team. We ended up being 102 points. We were 7th in goals for, 4th in goals against, power play percentage 27th, and 9th in penalty kill percentage. All right, let's look at the stats. Entral. Let's see what the story is. Yeah, Bjorkström with 80 points. 72 from Gauthier. Benayer, 69, 62 from McCann. Geeky, 62 as well. 60 from McTavish. Minyukov, 57, 52 from Saperkin. Stevenson, 46, 42 from Burakovsky. So, yeah, you got 6 guys in at least the 10 power play points, so in double digits. 11 from Bjorkström, 12 from Gauthier. And you see a bunch of guys there with 10. Which hits. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 9. Do we have 10? Do I see 10? I see 10. Very nice. On tour making it. Get your block shots, giveaways right there. Block shots, Brandon Montour, 112. Get takeaways, 113 for Bjorkström, Benayer, 106. Very nice. All right, goalies. Kochkov, pretty solid, and the court is a backup. It's kind of whatever, but yeah, Kochkov, do your thing. The real question is, can we win against the Canucks? Again, let's look at this season matchup. So obviously, you just saw we lost the last game we played against them, 6-2. So we beat them 3-2 here. We beat them 5-2, lost them in overtime. And then lost them in the preseason. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I had to check it out. In case EA sets me up for failure, which it probably will. Game 1. It's 5-1 loss shot at EA's sim engine. How about we win game 2? That would make a lot of sense. And we don't. Shout out to EA's SIM space ENGINE. I need to win game 3. If you lose game 3, it's an embarrassment. Alright, good. Now we got to win game 4. Let's take the momentum into game 4 and win. Let's make it make sense, EA. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. Doesn't make sense. You got to make it make sense. So now we're down 3-1. Now if there's the CPU, you know for sure they would come back. But because it's me, it's not a guarantee. Definitely not a guarantee. So now we got to win 3 straight. I'll hop onto the sim so I can give you guys a little bit of content. But man, that is just kind of an embarrassment. How do we play so well when it comes to regular season? All of a sudden, then when we get to the playoffs, we suck. It just gotta make it make sense. That's the problem. It just doesn't really make sense. Man, we got to score here. 5-on-4 power play. We don't. Shorthanded goal for Heinen. Wow, shout out EA Sim Engine, man. I really love it. It's the best sim engine on the planet. All right, so we're down 1-0. We're down 1-0. Now we're down 2-0. Shout out to EA. They get a power play goal, but we can't. Gotcha. Gotcha. And then if we were role reverse, they would have scored. So, you know. And we're down 2-0. Looks like this game is over. It's definitely over. Can't seem to score whatsoever, even though they only have 12. Oh, they have 12 shots. They have 3 goals. Like, it's just amazing. Hey, we finally scored 3-1. It's too late, though, I think. Unless you score like 2 straight right here. Maybe we could score 2 straight. There's a CPU, you know they would. And the game is over. Okay. Yep, we lost. Just gonna sim past. Not gonna waste my time anymore. So we lost in the first round. Definitely a disappointing season. But again, it is the expectation. You know, so. Alright, let's look at the Stats Central. And then close out the video, I guess. Yeah, horrible performance from our boys. Couldn't score whatsoever. And then forget about defending. We weren't very good at that either. So yeah, Kochkov, not the best. Again, we looked great in that second half of the regular season, but then when it came to playoffs, EA was like, yep, let's just make you lose a little bit. So yeah, all right, cool. Let's see who wins Stanley Cup. If it's the Canucks, I'm going to be annoyed, but I wouldn't be shocked. So let's see who wins Stanley Cup, go to the awards, and then close out the video. Well, the Rangers won the Cup, but you know what? I'm going to take this as a win. I'm going to take this as a win, guys. Our AHL team won the Calder Cup. So, hey, we didn't win a Stanley Cup, but we won a Calder Cup. So, I don't know. Is that a win? I mean, it's technically our organization. I'm going to count it. I'm going to count it. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. We won the Calder Cup, guys. We won the Calder Cup. Let's go. Good job. We did what our NHL team couldn't do and win a cup. So, well, there are the awards. Let's look at the AHL awards. Yeah. And we were the Kilpatrick regular season champions. So, shout out to us on the AHL side. So, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Individual awards. Yeah. Furcus. Yeah. Harris. Yeah. Goyette. Yeah. Furcus again. Yeah. Very nice. So, yeah, we won the AHL. NHL, though, different story. Our team was garbage. But, shout out to Coach Kovacs for getting the Vizine Trophy. All right. Let's head on to the full screen. Close of the video. Alright guys, well, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment down below some more videos. Go to social play, the second channel, the main channel down below in the description if you look at the comment for TJP. And yeah, next team is not sure who. It's gonna be an Eastern Conference team, of course. I think we're a quarter of the way through now. Oh no, we're not. We're not a quarter of the way through. I think once we do this next team, we'll be a quarter of the way through. No, we still got plenty more teams to do. Should be fun. Alright, guys, I gotta head out for now. Take care. We'll see you soon, and peace.